I am dealing with the big storm, and I get to have the privilege of navigating the snowbanks to get out of the driveway because where the hell do you put all of this snow? It is nuts. It is nuts. It's mostly nuts because there isn't enough space to put anything anywhere. Oh man. And I waited towards the end of the storm because last time I did it like almost like 2.5 turns when, but it was a very long storm, but it didn't come down so heavy initially. How's it going? Super something or another. And something until. I don't know what that means. How's it going? But yeah, it was a pretty powerhouse time of just like, my day has been a shoveled day. So I made sure I slept in. I had a lot I wanted to do last night, and I could tell as things were moving on. I said I'm gonna go late because it's gonna snow in the morning, and the boss said don't even bother showing up. And he didn't just say that because I got the longest commute. He was just like, I'm not gonna show up. So and I only wanted to work 3 days this week anyway, but not because it was gonna snow. So I've worked anyway. And thankfully, for doing my neighbor, driveway, behave. Woo! Man, Route 1, and it's not that clean. Oh man, that's been laid on thick. Let's put this in sport mode. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be slippery. Wonder how many businesses are fucking closed. I'm going a town over. So I want to pick up herb. And I gotta go a town over to pick up herb. Because my town hasn't figured out how it wants to have legal weed shops, as everybody is getting more comfortable with it. Here it is, it's on the books and all. And it is I certainly feel the shimmy. Everything's under control. I got like an all-wheel drive vehicle, but it's certainly got the shimmy situation going on. So, I've now heard it understood that we have now seen, and it's been out for some time now, in fact, that there was some, that there was a certain kind of footage that was an Isaac Cappy kill switch. I saw a post on Instagram I thought was very interesting about it was like the Sultan of Turkey, or there was a Sultan in Turkey. I don't know if he was of Turkey, at a Turkish bathhouse, and then somebody found out about this Turkish bathhouse in the Epstein files, looked into it, and found the same room in the footage. And this is a very specifically, ornately designed room. With a above board, like this is like a legitimate spa too, and it's doing this, or at least it does this for perverted privileges. And so that is apparently what was released at some point because of what happened to Isaac Kappy. So, you know, people are close. Like, these Epstein files have actually given us so much that people are just looking at, like, shit, that conspiracy, this part of the conspiracy happened in my fucking backyard. Like me, finding bank account transfers for Ghislaine Maxwell from Jeff in Greenwich banks. That's some backyard bullshit. I got a friend who works in a hospital where Jeffrey Epstein had an appointment for plastic surgery. But this appointment was with a specialist for restorational plastic surgery, which is cosmetic, sure, but his speciality is your face got fucked up and we're trying to make you look normal again, kind of thing, right? So we could be talking about like an abuse and torture situation in which there was horrible damage done, and now he is paying for it because they weren't supposed to fuck up that person's face, right? Not every single victim has the same fate. He had a multi-purpose situation. At the end of the day, he knew how to use his money and his practiced performative social etiquette, his script, to earn trust and manipulate women based on that trust. And, you know, women and children, right? And we've lived in a very naive world, and it is a very naive world to the pleasure of these people that look at you like cattle. And you are just this beast that is technically human, but you are effectively this beast as far as your rights and dignities are concerned. And that is why they do not like men like me. They don't want men that are capable like me. They don't want men that are paying attention and care. They don't want you to care at all. They want you to believe that this is an existential dragon and you are powerless to do anything about it. It's just this thing that's going to come, and you best be on your best behavior because it knows you better than you know yourself, because it spies on you, you're pretty sure. And like, everybody has every reason to, you know, destroy their psyche. Looking at the Epstein files and not having been trying to be part of a resistance to this whole time. Your civil disobedience has more power than you know, right? Civil disobedience, and sometimes strength in numbers can mean something, but if those numbers don't know what you know, those numbers are not as valuable as you think. 1 million incompetent men, you might as well be by yourself when it comes to these matters. Because unfortunately it is things like incompetence that gives the enemy their power, right? and then you just watch people just fall apart cognitively, trying to deal with anything that arises. And people are just ideologues. They don't want to talk to each other, and if you're not behind what they're doing, then screw you, I'll go storm the castle by myself. Or go fucking do a one-woman war on a fucking ice battalion. Right? And it's just like, whether you are in the right or in the wrong doing what the fuck you're doing, I mean, you were within your rights, but you are not right in what you're doing, but you're within your rights up until the transgression, right? And it's that line of transgression that everybody's arguing over, right? You know, my thing is that, like, you know, he shouldn't have been there in the first place, and then he really shouldn't have been engaging with her from all the way the fuck over there, and then jumping in front of her car to have an excuse to shoot her when she's fucking finally driving off. Right? She's driving off like you fucking wanted, and then you shoot her in the... It's like shooting her in the back. Because she's pulling in, and you're not giving her time to stop. You're not even acting like you're trying to arrest her properly, and it's not your place as an ICE agent. Right? But she doesn't live in a fucking universe that listens to me for various reasons, and got herself fucking killed, even though I would have sided with half of what she was fucking doing. So I have my, you know, my sympathy goes out, my respect for, you know, for certain things, but fuck, man, it's just, at the same time, it's just like, you're not doing that. I know that there's something about the Epstein files that is a smokescreen. I am not naive to these things. And people need to never get lost in the sauce. And the Epstein files are undoubtedly extraordinary, right? This is not the 9/11 Commission report. This is not the Warren Commission. This is not this isn't somebody's prognosis of the information you weren't allowed to see. This is the information that a commission report would have been based on, right? Maybe that was the problem with 9/11, is that we opened up this investigation, which was done behind closed doors. Here, the Epstein files is the beginning of a process where the whole fucking world can participate in an investigation. This is a global investigation, and you are participating in it. And you have an opportunity to do this right, to not sound like a fucking anti-Semite fucking doing it, and not to sneaky be an anti-Semite in what you want to get done about it. And fix a whole lot of things. We're gonna have to fucking have some tough contestions with those that are enticed towards Christianity in a manner that's going to propagate a Christian Reich, because we have to worry about that, because that can go awry. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do now, because I don't think the fundamentalists are biting on, or at least Erica Kirk is not helping the fundamentalists. And I'm pretty sure that she means to, and that they really want her to. Oh, did they decide to stay closed? Oh, they're closed today, aren't they? Are they closed? Might be closed. Pretty sure they're closed. Because everything is all... darn it, am I not going to be able to pick up today? Unless I go otherwise. I got to go figure things out. Alright, anyway, yeah, I got to get going, man. That's my thoughts for now. I may or may not have time to go live when I get home because I do have work in the morning. Alright, later.